no, they're gonna...
That's Scary Monkey.
That's gonna be Carry Monkey, and it's a support Naga. So they baited out the Underlord and then immediately pick the lane counter and the Monkey. They're very smart.
Yeah, Taiga on the Naga.
So the question is this an Ags Rush Invoker to play with this song, or is it just going to be played the normal BZM style?
You know, like you can have really good days, you can have bad days. The days you want to peak is on the main stage, and I think something that's really good for Gaimin Gladiators in general is that, oh, hang on.
Nice cookie, he's going to close the gap here for Yuragi to right-click Tofu. Pops that Fairy Fire, but the Jingu is up, and First Blood goes to Yuragi. Gets a little bit of HP back thanks to the Boundless Strike Jingu combo. But OG first on the board.
And that is while playing with support Naga, who honestly doesn't really offer that much for a Slardar most of the time, right?
Offers courier killing potential apparently. You can see another cookie setup kill onto Tofu. Jingu with the Scatter Blast. And second kill in this lane for Yuragi and OG overall, who, I mean, like you said, even in this off lane, for Amar, doing quite well to start this game. He's going to take a raise, though. Gets a crush off, but no one in the vicinity.
A lot of other players, it's like, oh, my other two cores are doing really great. I'm going to buy utility items on my starter, and they will carry the game. Amar is like, you guys are, oh, well, BZM, you are level 30 on Invoker, so that's okay. But Yuragi, you're only gold tier Monkey King. I don't trust you. I will get the farm. Oh, nice sidestep.
Yeah, but he's going to take a full Wukong's command, trying to walk on the outskirts with the Boundless Strike into the Sunstrike again. Not even needed. Enough damage again for OG. And you talked about, I mean, again, not to harp on this more and more, but the Exord Invoker, I feel like it works every time. Every hero on your lineup has a stunner root.
Yeah. Seems like it was a big part of why Gaimin did pick this hero in this game.
Dyrachyo, Requiem, there it is. Do they have the raise? Yep, and Ace is here as well.
Huge
Big kill for Gaimin Gladiators off of the Invis rune from Dyrachyo. But it's going to get punished to a degree. Ace will fall.
Nothing comes for free. Buyouts. Not only do they get the Aegis, but keep in mind this Radiant lineup is incredibly good at killing Roche. So the fact that you take it away from them is almost as valuable as getting it yourself. Dyrachyo would have loved to have it now.
The Aegis could have been on him, but instead he would have died twice in this scenario, I would assume. Although, you can see Gaimin starting to pincer in a bit. The Avatos onto 3, Misha very low, nice Firestorm from Ace as Yuragi kind of separated from his team, attempting to TP out, and he will be able to TP successfully, just barely out. The Aegis was consumed.
Yeah, that's pretty good for OG. You're happy with that. You find the Shadow Fiend and you get the Aegis on the follow-up fight. All you lost was your position 5.
I know that OG are kind of the favorites going into this series, but with these Midas pickups, I feel like the fact that it slowed down a decent amount, they've kind of nullified the Roche that Gaimin was able to claim for themselves. It feels like it's OG's momentum right now to a degree, despite that Roche.
This aggressive move from OG could actually fail horribly. They don't know that they're visible under the ward.
And the toss, Requiem to follow. Yuragi is mega dead, and here comes Ace with the Fiend's Gate. Misha's going to be the second kill, so nice pickups for Gaimin.
What a sick ward. Like, I totally understand OG don't expect there to be vision there minute 19 around their own triangle there, but that paid massive dividends. That's a huge kill on the Monkey King. You want the extra, I mean, even just the extra little bit of fear is actually very helpful.
Why are you laughing? Isn't that the best part? It's so good.
I mean, it's half a second, right?
He gets initiated on by Amar, who pops his newly picked up BKB, continuing to bash away as the Wraith Pact is placed. The Global Silence is not really going to dissuade OG from continuing any further. And Taiga, he's going to get the backup of the rest of his team now. Now the focus is entirely on Ace, and the Mortimer's Kisses are going to be enough. Double kill for BZM off the back foot of this. 3 dead for Gaimin as they are punished severely for entering OG's jungle.
The Naga illusion as well as a Forge Spirit. Roche are pushing out mid lane with raises.
Yep, as Roche is already approaching the half HP mark. We'll see if Gaimin can try to contest this, because this could be a turning point for them in this game, no doubt about it. They're going to run right into Misha as Roche is abandoned temporarily, but Ace is caught out. Yuragi gets off his ultimate, but he's taking heavy damage, has to pop the BKB, and now everybody tries to reset as the Global Silence comes in. Kind of resets his fight to a degree as Boom gets the Avatos onto Misha. It's going to be close on this kill. Finally finds it. That's just the first death in this engagement. As you can see, Amar going to town on the BKB SF through the song. And he's going to find that kill relatively easily, but he's going to be traded as a double kill for Celery of all heroes. And it turns into a 3-for-2. BZM has to ghost walk away. Yuragi's still fine and healthy. As the rest of Gaimin might have to reset a bit as 2 cores have died. And really the trade is for 2 supports as BZM nets the double kill thanks to that Sunstrike. And with that, Gaimin have to abandon this for the time being. By not having the Roche goodies. Are A-okay with this this trade?
All right, it's forcing time.
Indeed.
Here we go.
Less than a minute left on the Aegis, so see how OG want to try to approach this.
Do they have any offensive force steps?
Balance strike, and look at the damage! The Aegis is just gone like that. Now the Wukong's command into the Meteor, and Doraccio dies a second time in the blink of an eye. Ace has to BKB Fiend's Gate away, and the rest of Gaimin have to ditch. Celery doesn't have that opportunity, and it looks like Tofu's TP gets canceled as well, so 3 dead as OG just on another level here. Now with a 12K lead.
Yeah, I was looking if there was a potential offensive force step play there onto the Shadow Fiend because he was just standing there hitting the tower. OG or Gaimin Gladiators have to come back here. They're sending back the Underlord for now.
Tower. Forge Spirits won't be able to finish it off, although boom, he's going to get ensnared, and you can see Gaimin have already TP'd a couple heroes, so they don't have that many in numbers. Boundless Strike connects as well. Doraccio has to Requiem to try to zone away the rest of OG, but there's the Sheep Stick and the Meteor with the Mortimer's Kiss. There's so much fire destroying the Stone Man as BZM able to get his BKB off, but you can see the song being used, and now they're just going to focus down the BKB targets for the time being. So 2 dead in favor of OG. With the Wukong's command, Boundless Strike onto 2, and Gaimin are getting destroyed.
Oh, so clean. What an insane fight from OG. Everything landing perfectly.
Man.
Great spellcasting synergy. The way they set up that kill on Tiny and take advantage of him not having BKB is just so clean, right? And Snare into the Scatter Blast damage so he can blink, into the follow-up from the Monkey King. Just
Powerful as he could be. Scotty now picked up by Yuragi. That's 2 lanes. Now trying to go for the Megas. Boom. He's going to get initiated on mid-tree volley, and look how fast he dies again. Scatter Blast finishes him off. He does have buyback this time, though. But at this point, it's going to be Mega Creeps. As Gaimin, they're just getting zoned out by BZM, who has a delicious meatball surprise with that refresher. And the global silence is there.
Doraccio can't play. Like, he's literally just
He just dies on the outskirts as the rest of Gaimin are stuck in their freaking fountain right now. Good lord. OG, I think it's just the range racks on the top to be able to get those Mega Creeps as Yuragi pops the BKB. Boom, with a pretty good tree volley, but it's not enough damage at this stage of the game. As they're going to be able to finish off, and that's a dieback for Mr. Boom himself. And it looks like game 1 as GG's come out, go to OG in extremely convincing fashion. And I know we came in thinking OG would be the favorites coming in, and they're showing why here. They're able to play greedy with double Midas.
Dude, this is such a nice clock game, actually. I'm looking at it. You also have the Cogs into Rolling Thunder combo, and just the combo in his lane is nice, and with both, I mean, he just enables everybody on this team. Also, the Rocket Flare vision to set up the Chronospheres. He actually does everything for every single hero on his team. This is one of the best clock picks I've seen.
Well, we do see the Storm in the end coming out, and that means we're going to have a Primal Beast played by Ace. That will be his first Primal Beast play of the International.
Are you having to go BKB at some point? We used to see Lotus Orbs back in the day, but that hasn't really been as much of a thing for the mid-Pango. Or you're relying on your team to get
I kind of like Diffusal here still, right?
Well, you're going to go for that regardless, right? But like,
yeah, after Diffusal, I don't know, is BKB enough?
Celery?
Yep.
That's going to be first blood for Amar. And Doraccio has to be careful. He's going to pop the Rage, though.
This bottom lane got basically twice as strong when Taiga hit level 3. It is such a huge turning point for Clockwork's ability to play offensively. Like, heroes that can usually somewhat trade with you just get absolutely destroyed all of a sudden because you more than double the damage of Battery Assault. It goes from 20 to 45 from that level 1 to 2. One of the biggest spell upgrades in the entire game, in my opinion. All right, good setup.
Mid with the frostbite, a lot of damage to BZM, but he gets off the swatch.
Oh, the miss!
Miss from Boom.
I still got
low
it.
ground, but he still finds the kill in the end.
Very close.
That was very close to being extremely unfortunate for Boom.
If Taiga had enough mana for Cogs, he might have actually survived there. They find the Jakiro.
They get trampled down, and Yuragi gets off the time dilation. He's not going to be able to likely find a kill unless he gets a timely bash here on
Any bash?
Tofu.
Any bash?
No.
No bash.
I missed the community challenge to kill trees.
DotA needs to be careful here. Has the phase boots, which is very, very useful against the clockwork.
Yeah, Tofu gets up the last ward, but BZM with the rolling thunder.
Oh,
nice juking from Tofu.
Fancy
Still
foot
gone on though. I don't know if he's going to hit him a second time. No. Tofu definitely has his dancing shoes on as he's able to only get hit once.
I believe
Celery.
this is what some people refer to as NA driver. That's
Okay,
what that made.
sure. Celery, he's going to get soloed down. Amar actually gets credit for that kill. And now the Viper strike onto Duracho, attempting to TP out. Oh, he dies in the fountain. Oh, dear. Very unfortunate sequence of events for Gaimin Gladiators in this bot lane. That feels awful, so he's going to have to make the walk of shame. It started as a smoke and now an Invis rune topped for Boom, who's now in the OG triangle, but Taiga.
Getting the Viper here would be a really, really good play to try to bring back Duracho. I think this is the right idea with this Invis rune, and it looks like Amar has no idea.
There's the initiation. He has to stand his ground with the Nether Toxin and the right clicks. It's actually
trade him
he's
away,
just gonna
though.
rot away inside, so it's a 1-for-1, and now Celery with the rotation of BZM will be taken out. So it looked like it was going to be a clean pickoff for Gaimin Gladiators, not to be, and it might be even more as Boom has to expend a lot of mana, but Taiga, not
Jeez,
quite
okay.
level 6 yet.
Maybe not, actually.
He's catching up. Shield crash, and he's going to get locked down into Oblivion, so another kill for OG.
And that is another big part of why Amar is so strong on this hero, is that even when the enemy team is going for his Viper to try to solve the lane after it's been lost, if his teammates are fast at rotating, Viper is a pretty hard kill. Could even kill him with an Infest Bomb, I think, without Global, as long as they have that Witchblade. Should be enough. Taiga is going to find Celery.
Indeed, inside the Cogs. Ace is here to watch for the time being, but Duracho pops the Rage, and now the focus is on Taiga. Gets off the hook shot, and look at that range from Amar. They end up getting the support kill in the end as BZM gets off. Oh, doesn't want to go for the Rolling Thunder quite, but the Electric Vortex comes in. But you have to be careful to that Storm Spirit. The Infest into Ace with the trample. Not enough to finish off Taiga in the end as the Uproar procs. The Cogs being used as a wall to be able to maneuver with this Rolling Thunder. That is going to be the death of Ace, and now the Chronosphere on his teammates, but the more important is on the Lifestealer, and Duracho will fall as a result. Not the prettiest of plays, but OG still get it done.
OG are considering a move.
Radiant are scanning.
Hearing that the Infest Bomb ready to come, but the action's going to start onto Celery, who's just dead right off the bat. The Global Silence comes, though. Rolling Thunder already activated as Duracho able to claim himself the first kill. They're going to find another on top as Amar falls. The buyback was used on the Celery. As you can see, the BKB already activated from Ace. And Taiga at the root keeps him in place, and Celery's buyback ends up being worth it. So double kill for Boom as Gaimin taking a big fight for themselves, although BZM able to claim Tofu.
Well, pretty good from Gaimin. They're really getting value out of this Infest Bomb right now on that Storm. Getting that Viper kill, just negating Amar in that fight. He will have BKB probably in the next big fight, though, so then I think this play will not be successful.
So just having these options for the Cogs.
Yeah, you need that, for sure.
As I hear Infest. Celery, but here comes the initiation from Boom. Look at the burst damage. Global Silence is there for the Yuragi. Pops the BKB and the Chronosphere. Trying to focus down Celery to start things out. They'll get him relatively easily. And now Duracho gets destroyed. Misha gets credit for that, and Boom able to zip away. And Taiga, no hook shot here. So Boom is fine, but the initiation from Gaimin looked good initially. Not able to find themselves a kill, though.
You got to take care of that when you're making the play as well. It's hard. And OG's counterplay just, again, proving to be too strong.
Yeah, Yuragi, he might use the Aegis here. Nope, time lock, he's fine. And now a lot of mana missing from Boom. BZM.
Are they actually
that Rolling Thunder. Celery, he's going to be spotted and easily brought down from OG as Ace gets a 4-step action. Now the zip in from Boom. This is going to be an infest bomb. They're going to try to focus down Uragi. They get him. That's life number 1. But the Storm is already dead. You can see the uproar Aghanim Scepter from Ace doing massive damage as he secures himself a double kill. But now all onto Dyrachyo. Gets bashed up, gets brought down, and it looks like Ace is next on the list. Pops the uproar one more time. Oh, he actually gets a nice polarized triple kill for him. And oh my god! Ultra kill, and then eventually brought down to Uragi's hand.
How the hell did he get an ultra out of that?
Man, I love that Aghanim Scepter.
I have to say, it's kind of winning me over right now, that X.
I mean, in Aghanim's Labyrinth, that's the hardest parts. And
that was a pretty strong fight. He did more damage than his entire team combined in that fight.
Absolutely.
A smoke could be on the menu next. If they have any left, they don't, I think. None of them are on their supports, so maybe that's just not a possible play. Ace is showing himself.
Yeah, he was looking for something. He's going to get gone on again, though, and he's going to be bursted again. He does have buyback if he wants to expend it, but it looks like OG will likely just attempt to get back to base. So Gaimin, again, with the Aegis, has made such a big difference in these fights that they feel very confident to go in.
Dyrachyo not too happy with that death, though. It seems like both carries are a little bit too far forward. Like maybe each team needs a Lotus Orb or something like that to maybe protect a little bit from these jumps.
He's going to get hookshot on, and the item is still down there, but he pops the uproar. No more bashes as a result, at least temporarily. Dyrachyo's come to play as well. There's a zip in from Boom. The focus again onto Uragi, and he's dead again! 3rd time they've done this. Taiga, he's in his jetpack, and he's TPing home. They find a lone Jakiro, though. So Misha drops to the deck, and Gaimin seem to have turned this game around completely. They've been winning every little engagement. And now they're attempting to go high ground. No Storm for 15 seconds. You can see Ace does have buyback, despite being dead for 50 right now. Hook shot. And Tofu, he is donezo.
No buyback on him.
Yeah, 90 seconds of no silencer. That is big. Now they're focusing down onto Celery. He does have buyback himself, but Amar and company really want to go deep. The Chronosphere completely whipped other than Amar, and that is going to likely be the death of him. We'll see if he gets the tips or not, but either way, technically speaking, Gaimin does defend, and now the zip from Boom, finding the Jakiro. Double kill for him now. So they defend, and the Aegis is still there, and it's still 4 minutes on the Aegis. Lost their mid-set of racks. And that means Gaimin resetting. You can see Amar not too happy with being chronoed by his teammate. Understandable. The Ace is infested on. You can see Gaimin. If they can get the nice little cheeky kill on the BZM, that'll be a dieback.
Okay.
Zip. Okay, that's the Aghanim Scepter. Electric Vortex onto the both supports, and they're both dead just like that. And now pulverized, but the Eon Disc procs is BZM trying to find some distance. Dyrachyo and company trying to focus down Uragi again. There's the onside. There's the first death.
Do they have more stuns?
We'll see. Spawns back in. Frostbite is dispelled instantly. Celery getting it. Okay. Boom goes in with another big stun. The Yule's keeping BZM alive, but this might be the death of him. Gets off the shark and the swashbuckle. He's alive, but there's the onside again. Are you serious? BZM still lives. That would have been an enormous kill just based on not having buyback anymore.
Oh my god. I can't believe
OG dodging a bullet.
That.
My goodness.
Beast has 2 amazing choices to make. At 25, you either double the duration of Pulverize, or you make it Pierce BKB.
BZM is going to use his shard, but they're going to try to focus down. Amar, the open wounds is ripping him a new one, but there's the Chronosphere. Oh, he gets popped outside. Boom will live. Unbelievable. And we'll see if they're able to turn this around as Uragi. Oh my god, he time walks everything off. But BZM is taking the brunt of the damage, uses the shield crash, trying to get back to his base, but the onslaught finally finishes off the Pangolier. Dyrachyo barely alive as the uproar doing a good amount of damage, but Ace will finally fall. So technically a 1-for-1 exchange. Tofu able to TP out. Everything is so close.
Everything is literally like 1 millimeter getting bounced out of the chrono, 1 millisecond on the TP, everything just tooth and nail.
It's always something very small, technically speaking, right?
Like one key backtrack or one hero getting pushed a little or one perfect force stab.
All right, the initiation onto Uragi. He's going to get pulverized. Is this enough? It is, but he does have buyback available. The bash not enough to keep Boom in place. Big rolling thunder from BZM as the Viper strike now to Doraccio. He's going to get chronoed as well, and he's going to be brought down. He also has buyback, though, but that's the bigger kill on Ace, who does not.
And he used Refresher, too, before he died, which I guess actually doesn't matter because he doesn't have buybacks. Thank you, Shane.
Great analysis, as always, from Cinderin.
Locked down. You also have a 9-second BKB on Boom. He finally buys it and has buyback.
A very late game BKB.
He got it minute 53. Okay, Taiga.
Is that going to be the kill onto support? But there's a global silence. Boom comes in with a beautiful electric vortex onto 2. The support is already dead, and Amar extremely low on top. But he pops the cheese. Now it's taking the right clicks from Doraccio. But there's the Chronosphere with the Macro Pyre on top. Is it enough to take out Doraccio? It's going to be close. He gets silenced, so cannot rage, cannot use open wounds. But he dies and buys back. 3 dead for OG. No buybacks available, and that might do it. Gaimin will have a free path to this next Roche.
Yeah, they're gonna get
free
Misha
path
too.
potentially for the game.
Misha doesn't have buyback either.
Indeed.
4 dead on the sidelines.
Misha is done.
If they've kept track of the buybacks, they don't do this. So Gaimin Gladiators don't actually know the game state here. This is 100% over if they just push.
It's always very...
Absolutely no way Void could defend this.
Maybe they're just going for stats. They need Roche kills, Cinderin, to get their quest completed.
Yep.
Maybe that's a bonus that Gaimin Gladiators, the org, will give them. The more Roche kills.
We promised you would bring you the...
Oh, we get to see Life Stealer, Aghanim Scepter. Uragi, he's going to get punished. The sheep stick is there. Please use Infest on top of him. For the love of God, no, we won't. But it's a full team wipe, and GG is called as GG. Gaimin Gladiators extend it to game number 3. What a game. I was not expecting them to come back, but that was it the second Roche that, or was it the one they snuck? The one they snuck, basically won the game.
His mid lane goes stably, but he can walk and take the stacks himself, which the other heroes on his team would have needed a while to do.
It will be the Naga carry and Mirana on a position 4.
Wait.
What?
Okay, sorry. I thought I saw Taiga picking the... No, it's Naga carry. So they're going to have the Sand King Mirana combo in the side lane, which is incredibly strong. Naga versus Beast means that he's going to have to go for an Axis build, which is fine. Beastmasters do like to do that these days.
Talked about the momentum potentially coming out from something like that. I mean, OG, it feels like they don't get affected by it as much as other teams that are, I mean, they're pretty young, right? But I think that storyline kind of them being affected by stuff like this kind of ended after the last major. Celery taking some heavy damage. There's the leap from Taiga. Another one. Right click to come. And he'll end up getting first blood as a result of it. As Taiga just continuing to roam on this Mirana.
Yeah, you just can't underestimate the Sunstrike factor. It's always going to be there.
Oh, Burrow Strike Sandstorm into the arrow. Even bigger kill coming out from OG in the top lane.
That was very greedy. Did he not expect Amar to be there?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Honestly, the worst part about look at how many denies Amar can get here or CS that Shadow Fiend loses. He lost a full wave. Hero does not perform nearly as well as Mirana against Undying Shadow Fiend, so that lane swap wouldn't really be too good, I think. And Snare bottom, there's the Sunstrike
coming, but it's going to be shared, it looks like, between Tofu and Ace. But still, these axes. Glimpse now onto Uragi. He's getting very low. Has to pop the wand. The Ice Path used to dissuade GG from continuing on, but Taiga has TP'd in. Leap into the Starstorm. Not going to be enough to find a kill as Misha's taking the Thunderstrike damage from Tofu, so despite the TP coming out from OG, Gaimin Gladiators are the one that gets the kill.
I'm very curious what Tofu skills here.
Oh, Amar in the Sandstorm. They have the vision, has to burrow to the high ground. Like he's fine.
What does Tofu skill? He's still holding his point. There's the glimpse.
Oh,
Uraga's dead.
Ace gets credit for that one, and this bottom lane, absolute disaster for OG.
This is just such a high pressure lane. Axe spam, Thunderstrike spam, Glimpse now dealing damage. I think perhaps the mindset that people have when they see Disruptor picks where they're like, this is a position 5, is a little bit outdated. Because now that Glimpse deals damage, I think he offers a lot more in offensive dual lanes. Just really... It's not insignificant. If you're ahead in the lane and you force enemies away and you get that extra 150, 200 damage that you didn't use to, And also keep in mind, this hero with farm, I would argue Disruptor scales pretty well. He has an insane Ags. He has really good talents. Like, don't count this out as a potential 4-pick later in the tournament.
Mars going to be seen here. There's the Dust. He is X'd up as well. Torrent to follow, and the Raze tries to time it, but can't. As Boom gets credit for that one. Nice arrow from Taiga taking out a creep, but still, this feels like Gaimin Gladiators' pace at the very least. They're finding the more valuable kills overall.
You have tons of combinations if enemy heroes stack up between Sand King and Invoker. But then you also have something we haven't really talked about in general, and don't talk about that much with Kunkka. I think Ghost Ship is really important in this game. I think damage mitigation, whenever you're playing against a lineup that has this much like one-shot burst, the Ghost Ship can really make a difference. They're going to find Yuragi. No song skilled.
Yep,
he is done.
Gets hit. Doracio even priming his ult. Not even needing it, though, because the Static Storm is placed with the Razes in addition. More than enough damage to take out Yuragi. See if they go for this tier 1 tower, but OG, they've come.
They glimpse the Sand King away!
The Blink Dagger comes out as well from Amar, as Doracio, he's getting very low, will drop inside the Macro Pyre. It's going to be a trade for the Jakiro, though, as Taiga able to leap out, but still inside that kinetic field, as they end up taking out BZM on the sideline here, and 4 dead overall in favor of Gaimin. They lose the Shadow Fiend, but still, numbers on their side.
A good play from Tofu. That is so crucial that he finds that there. Sand King with the Blink reveal, Blink Epicenter stun, instantly glimpse to the top lane. You're going to see it here. So gets this initiation. He sees him there. A lot of the time, this hero is sitting on so much of your team's net worth, and he's somewhat frail. And, you know, you get punished really hard. That time, he wasn't even needed. He just sponged up damage, and his team cleaned house.
Oh, we have the gank here coming out from OG, and they're going to find themselves. Boom, gets off his Ghost Ship, but to no avail here.
BZM with a tip, missing the arrow on the Sand King stun. Yeah. Yeah, Shadow Fiend is very susceptible to getting blown apart by this spell combo that OG has, and they do showcase it there. But the cast around him, it feels good when you're playing Shadow Fiend and you can die first and win a fight. Because a lot of the time this hero is sitting on so much of your team's net worth, and he's somewhat frail, and you know, you get punished really hard. That time he wasn't even needed. He just sponged up damage and his team cleaned house.
Oh, we have the gank here coming out from OG, and they're going to find themselves. Boom, gets off his Ghost Ship, but to no avail here.
BZM with a tip, missing the arrow on the Sand King stun.
Doesn't need it. But they do see this juicy stack, and it'll be a little bit of a slow one, but we have the glimpse top lane, Static Link, and the Roar expended. Looks like BZM is going to tick out here one way or the other. Amar able to TP top. He might find the trade on Tofu, but see Celery in his flesh golem form. If that Soul Rip available, and Doracio's come to play as well. You can see the Tombstone dealing a huge amount of slow here.
Oh, nice from Amar there.
Find another kill in favor of Gaimin.
Well done. Dodges
tier 1 tower.
Dodges the glimpse with Burrow Strike. One of the only mobility spells in the game that can do that. If not the only, actually. And no way out.
To a Roshan. Tombstone is down as Gaimin. They're feeling it right now.
This is where their lineup really comes online, and you gotta say, Immortal Faith, you have 14 minutes left, so you gotta start pushing it here.
BZM would be a very big kill. Thunderstrike giving them some vision. Glimpse back into the Static Storm, attempting to TP out, but Boom is here, boat and all. They get the Aegis, they get a high-value kill. Gaimin Gladiators looking extremely good now in this game number 3. Now Gaimin want to play this.
Might want to burn it top. Like, I think you really...
To get that tier 3?
Yeah, I think you take the risk here. Okay, maybe not mid.
Oh, the initiation on Ace. He's dead right off the bat. Does have the buyback. I'm not sure if he wants to expend it, though. X into the Torrent. There's the big Requiem to follow, but doesn't really connect on much. Taiga does go down to the right click, but that's still a support for your off lane. Epicenter from Amar. Sunstrike to follow. Trying to take out the support on the Disruptor. They're going to get the Undying first, though. Static Storm not on a whole lot as Doracio pops the BKB, trying to stand his ground. He gets a double kill for himself now, but the BKB has run out. The song connects along with the Ice Pass. That's life number 1. Torrent to try to slow this down, but Doracio looks to be completely surrounded, and he's going to be brought down by OG. Tofu somehow lives, despite basically being the one initiated on his Boom. He's going to get tornadoed. Now blocked up by BZM. Doesn't look like they have much more cash to follow, though.
Radiant's bottom
This
tower
second
is
Aegis,
under
I would
attack.
say, if that goes the way of OG, I have them all the way. If it goes the way of Gaimin Gladiators, they have another good moment of opportunity. Gonna find Celery here.
Yeah, Burrow and all the setup in the world for the old Sunstrike.
I don't think it gets much hotter than that in the Dota universe. You got Macropyre and Sunstruck at the same time. That's a lot of Fahrenheit.
Conversation a little bit later is Dyrachyo, Requiem coming, not able to dodge with the mirror image, but it's like the Naga will get away anyway. Still at half HP is the Moonlight Shadow, keeping cover. Nice Burrow Strike on the 2 from Amar. Epicenter to follow, Sunstrike as well, and Ace is dead again. And only Dyrachyo and Boom left. The Ensnare keeps the Shadow Fiend in place, and it's looking like the death of him as well. The meatball surprise brings him to his knees. Double kill for BZM, and OG now back in the driver's seat.
Really, really good spell casting and killer instinct there from Amar.
It's Boom showing himself in the enemy triangle.
Killed.
And in the cover of these illusions, Amar and company try to initiate Taiga.
Oh, he only found the one-man stun.
Ace again getting locked down. Sunstrike to follow again. Pops his BKB finally. There's the Primal Roar now on top of Amar. Still with the BKB, but gonna see Requiem from the sideline. Not quite enough to take out Amar here. But the axe out, he gets out of that as well. Amar, slippery man.
They still have vision on him for
They
Gleb.
do. Finally clips back. Double kill for Tofu.
That's a gem.
Heroes. That's true. Gem drops. Unfortunately for Gaimin, Roche not up anytime soon.
Dude, that... If I'm honest with you, the game could have almost... I'm not going to say the game could have ended there, but Amar did not find the stun of his dreams there. He actually had a 3-man lineup, but he only hit the first guy. I think didn't manage to click on the back hero in that stun and just...
The drums, they really want to get this quickly, but OG are here. Sunstrike's going to give him some vision. There's the Burrow Strike Epicenter as well. Into the Ice Path and Macropyre. Massive damage being applied. Finally, the BKBs come out. Dyrachyo with a massive Requiem for himself. He's just going for the Roche, but he's going to use! BZM takes the Aegis. OG gets the Roche as well. And now they're going to try to turn this around onto Dyrachyo, who has no BKB anymore. Massive fight for OG. And the Ice Path clips Ace, who has to BKB TP. He'll be fine, but OG winning this fight and getting the Roshan. I didn't see if they got the shard, but I assume yes.
Was
it looks
that
like BZM took it.
I think that was a tornado from BZM, by the way. It wasn't a Yule, right? They don't have a Yule.
Oh, yeah,
They just
maybe.
literally just clutched it out. Perfect spell casting there. And Amar... Oh, Amar has a Yule. It might have been his. Never mind. But
Very calm. I would have been screaming. Something like that. But we're going to see a smoke from both sides. They're going to collide immediately. The Burrow Strike onto 2. Undying deleted. Ace and Boom able to get off their BKBs, though, in mass for the entirety of Gaimin Gladiators. In fact, now they might have to back off as Ace able to get the correct Naga Siren with the Roar. But this is all in a defensive measure.
Dyrachyo
Gaimin on the run. Dyrachyo trying to Satanic back up to a healthy amount. It's good amount of damage, but Ace is dead, and now the Ice Path connects. And this is looking very, very bad for Gaimin as they lose their Shadow Fiend as well. And the song just to cancel any potential TPs. Tofu spills 3 for 1 OG. Wolf is still alive in case you're wondering.
Yep.
The Hawks have been spawned. But surely there's going to be sentries in the area. Yeah, the dual breath. Idea that this is here.
Horde Spirit's really important there, actually, giving him some much needed information.
Amar, the Tombstone comes out, so that cancels the Blink Dagger, but here's the song just to kill Tombstone. See if they can turn this around on top. The Ice Path connects onto Celery. Dyrachyo gets off the Requiem as well, but it doesn't really connect on much. Ace gets the Blink up, and a nice double burrow from Amar. Inside this kinetic field are 2 members of OG. They find the first support, so 1-for-1 to start. Buybacks galore, though, as Dyrachyo trying to right-click his way out of this, but he is not doing anything, it feels like. The Death Requiem comes out. Ace and the rest of Gaimin on the run. Epicenter. Oh, Amar. All right, blinks to the high ground. On the other side of the ice wall, and it looks like this is going to be the death of Boom at the very least. OG trying to clean up even more as Ace on the high ground, being slowed to a crawl and being brought down again. And OG in prime position to move on here in the lower bracket of TI-11. Just because they don't have these heroes up for quite a while. Plenty of time for OG to try to finish this right here, right now. The Burrow Strike onto the Disruptor. Does have buyback, though. Stellar is going to be spotted in the trees. Tornado not going to connect. Along with the Sunstrike as well. Looks like he'll make it back into the fountain as the song being used to control them.
That's good ice path.
Nope, BKB from Dyrachyo, but if you have to use that next to your fountain, that's probably good news for OG. Glimpse back on a Taiga, but the Mega Creeps have come. The zoning is successful. Trying to focus down on a beautiful Burrow Strike from Amar. Ice path to follow, but Dyrachyo with the Requiem from a good distance here, but they're really just working on the illusions. That's what's taking so long. And again, OG 4 minutes on the Aegis. Now we have the Deafening Blast. The 6 meteors come out, burning them in their own fountain. Epicenter to follow. Gaimin Gladiators will fall as OG will move on. Ace, the last remaining member of Gaimin, but he's going to die inside the fountain as GGs are called. So Gaimin Gladiators, a great year overall, but eliminated here at TI 11. And OG will move on.
Yeah. Whew. That was spicy. If you think back 15, 20 minutes ago, that looked like OG could have easily been on the ropes with one good top push. Gaimin Gladiator's strategy was not far from being successful in what it was trying to accomplish with that first Roche, but that one moment where they have Beastmaster caught mid, it's